Hey everyone, my name is V and welcome to my YouTube channel. I like to talk about all things manifestation, law of assumption, self development, and books. So if you're interested in any of these topics, feel free to join me. And I know there are a lot of people out there who are teaching you all of this stuff, but no one is actually showing us a lot of receipts. They're just telling us how to do it. This is where I want to come in and change that. I want to show you the receipts. I want to show you what I have manifested and how I have done that. So without any further ado, let's dive into it. This video is going to be divided into sections. Here are the sections for easy navigation. There are going to be two sections. Number one, my beliefs on manifestation, and number two, story time. Start with section one, my beliefs on manifestation. Part A, robotic affirmations do work. I think when it comes to robotic affirmations, they do work. All credit goes to Sam Ingram because that's where I learned from. Feel anything intensely while doing them. I personally believe this is where neuroplasticity comes in. If you don't know anything about it, this is the actual definition of neuroplasticity. What it means is it's the brain's ability to recognize itself by forming new neural connections. So basically, when you repeat an affirmation over and over again, your brain begins to form new neural pathways. It's like creating a well worn path in the forest. At first, it feels unnatural, but with time, you get used to it, your brain gets used to it, and that's when it becomes your reality. This is how robotic affirmation works. You keep on repeating the same thought again and again and again, and you create these new neural pathways in your brain that leads to you creating your new reality. My personal routine with robotic affirmations is that I record tapes on my phone and I listen to them while brushing my teeth, while traveling to work, while sleeping. It takes absolutely no effort. You are creating new neural pathways in your brain. You are changing your neural pathways. Part B, drifting off to sleep. But this has to be the most effective manifestation method. And I stumbled upon it while reading Neville Goddard, while learning about Neville Goddard. I have found that playing my desired thought in my mind while drifting off to sleep manifests like this. This technique is something that I swear by. When you're falling asleep, your subconscious mind is getting awakened, and your conscious mind is going into a state where it's more receptive to let new information come in. This is called the hypnagogic state. During this time, your subconscious mind is basically more awakened, and it is easier for it to imprint new ideas, new reality, and absorb whatever you are feeding it. So it's more like I'll dream about my desires right before going to bed, right before drifting off to sleep. And I swear by on this method. Part C, destroy some beliefs. I think it's really, really important for us to destroy some beliefs before even attempting to create our reality. If you think time exists, I personally think you will end up having time lags. It's so hard to destroy certain beliefs because these have been imprinted us since the day we were born. You can't just think that time is an illusion, but you need to get it to your head that there is no time lag. Energy doesn't take time to transform. It's instant. It's instant. So whenever you think about something, it exists. It exists in that moment. The path from you to your desire and the distance between you two is not time lag. It's just your frequency, how you are feeling about it. One of the most important things I've learned is that I need to tell myself that time is an illusion, because that is how I will get into the state of that time lag doesn't exist. I personally believe energy does not take time. Time is a man made concept. I start to actually believe that time is irrelevant. It's like I'm giving myself the permission to go to my desire faster because I'm believing that time is irrelevant. Second is self concept affirmations. If you don't actually believe that you deserve love, you are not going to get your partner. If you don't actually believe that you are worthy of that job, you are not going to get that job. Get that in your head. How do you expect to create things from this state of mind? You need to have enough confidence in yourself that, yeah, I deserve this, I deserve that, I love myself enough to get it. I think starting with self concept affirmations is a really important step in anyone's journey of manifestation. Part D, subliminals on repetition. I also think subliminals kind of work. I've used them for really small issues like exams. Right before I go to bed on exam nights, I used to listen to subliminals and I actually used to do get good grades. I know a lot of it is me, but I think subliminals do work. I want to tell you what manifestation actually means to me. I want to give you a definition that I think is easier for me to grasp, and I hope it will be easier for some of you to understand. For me, manifestation is about reaching a mental state where I'm okay with or without it. I know this might sound counterintuitive, but listen to me. When you have convinced yourself so deeply that you already have it and you're not stressing about the when, that's when the reality will show it to you. An example for it. When you lose something in your house, let's say your chapstick, you are not stressed about it all the time that when will you find it? You know it's in the house and you know you will get there eventually. So you are not stressing yourself about it. You are not panicking. You are not sweating about it. And I think that's the state we need to reach for manifestation. You need to be cool with the fact that I have it, I don't have it, I'm okay with it. I don't give a shit anymore because here I have it. I already have it here. That's all that matters right now. That's all that will ever matter. You have it here. There are two big examples. One of them is me moving countries, and the other one, I have, by the way, moved countries twice. Give you example of one of them, and I'm going to give you an academic example. Number one is me manifesting my 10 grade point average, and here's the proof. It's one of the most amazing things I've manifested, and I did not even know that I was manifesting at that time. This is back in 2016 when I was in 10th grade, and I used to daydream a lot about getting 10 GPA. I used to think about it all the time. I would be sitting idle and I would be thinking about how it would feel to get a 10-point grade average. I wasn't obsessed with it, but I would visualize it. I would daydream about it, feel it happening. I would feel how I would feel. I would feel how happy I would be if I get it, and how I would react, and how my parents would react, and how my friends would react. And then I would kind of let it go. I wouldn't obsess over that thought. I wasn't constantly checking in and making sure that I'm thinking about it all the time. Sure enough, I achieved it. And once again, here's the proof. Think here the power of visualization was very strong. Analogy, that sense of detachment was also there. Like I was not obsessing over it. I just knew it here and I got it here. Number two, I manifested moving twice to different countries. I'm just going to share you the example of the most recent one I've manifested. It's moving to Japan. I'm in Japan right now. I live in Japan. I work in Japan. And I did this one in a totally different way. I applied for this job in Japan and they did say no to me. They accepted me as a candidate, but they asked me to join in 2025. But I've been living here since 2024. And I wanted to really move. This was back in 2023. And I really wanted to move in 2024. I didn't want to wait a whole year to move to Japan. And they asked me to move in 2025, to which I said, okay, we'll see. That's fine. Take my name. Keep me on the list. I'll move in 2025. But in my mind, I was in a very peaceful state. I was in a very cool state. I was in a very calm state. I wasn't obsessing about it. I wasn't stressing about it. I just knew it was going to happen for me. I just knew there was a feeling of knowing. I just knew it was going to happen to me. And I just let it go. And sure enough, in a couple of months, I got this mail. So it went from this to this. Next, then I moved back to my home country because to do the entire visa process, and it was taking time. And I started panicking. Now here, made some drawings, created some edits, and robotically affirmed a lot. Here are the proofs. These are my drawings. This is my reality. Put down the specific dates I want things to happen, and here's the proof. It happened exactly on those dates. Can't explain how satisfying it is to look back to it and realize it all came true. Once again, here's the proof. It's all about, I think, believing, being consistent in this state. Biggest thing that I can tell you is to stop watching a million videos and start applying things in your life. The methods that resonate with you, pick the methods that you think are fun. Read books about it. I think reading books is a great way to learn more about it. Watching videos kind of oversaturates us because everyone is talking about the same thing, but you are just not doing anything about it. And I do believe that consistency is the key. If you want more manifestation, self development, or books related content, feel free to follow me on Instagram. I do occasionally write as well there. I am sharing all of my 2025 goal on Instagram and I'm going to achieve all of them this year. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in my DMs on Instagram or YouTube comments. And thank you so much for watching. Start applying, start manifesting. Reality will change when you do. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.